I'm so multi-ethnic in many ways. I grew up in Australia, I'm Indian, but I've lived all over the world. And as actors, we're chameleons. And I don't think that there should be restrictions on what we can play. I was just like, mate, I know I'm just like the Indian actress, but give me some cheese, please.
We have a mouse problem.
With the what now?
This is Natalie Barris for AsianCultureVulture.com. And today I'm joined by the fabulous actress, Pallavi Sharda, and we're going to be talking about Tom and Jerry, the movie.
Everybody in the bouncy house, go bouncy, bouncy.
Hi, Pallavi, how are you?
Hello, I'm very well. Very happy to be speaking with you.
It's exciting. I love these Zoom calls. Okay, so you filmed for Tom and Jerry back in 2019. It is now 2021. Is it not, as an actor, so frustrating having to wait all that time to see your work on the big screen?
It's strange, but I think we're all quite used to it now. I mean, particularly, there's a grace period because we had the pandemic last year. No one could have ever anticipated that. So I'm actually very impressed that it only got pushed out by a couple of months from the original date. Obviously, we were all looking forward to taking our friends and family to watch it on Christmas Day in the theaters and all of those things. But, the world has greater dramas on its hands. But yeah, I think as an actor, you do let it go and then you get excited again when it's coming out. So you get two opportunities to get into something.
This hotel has been host to 4 presidents, 3 popes, 2 kings, and we're about to host the wedding of the century.
You played Preeta. She is getting married to a very rich man. And what I really liked about
I think she's the rich one.
Oh,
saying.
Is she?
That's how I took it.
So he's trying to big everything up and impress her because she's actually the one with the money. Okay, what I loved, anyway, I love the fact that you're a super rich, successful woman in this as well, but is the fact that you are, you've lost your Australian accent, which I found a little bit weird to start with, but you're an American, but with Indian heritage, and there's this big fat Indian wedding, but it's not of your doing, and it's also, I felt it didn't even need to be Indian. It wasn't a big deal made of your Indianness by you and by other people, just kind of by your future husband. Is that right? Would you say that?
Yeah, and I think that's the kind of comedic trope of it all. And in a way, quite true to real life, because I don't think we announce ourselves as Indian anymore. we just do being, and I'm Indian Australian. So I really related to that whole normality of being a woman of the diaspora living in New York. I personally have a lot of friends and family that are New Yorkers and Indian and have been to those big fat weddings in New York City. So it felt true to life. And I don't think that Preeta had to be over the top to be able to play that. I think she's just very grounded, very poised, very sure of herself and very in love, which is why she puts up with all of his antics.
Really?
We blowing up the whole thing.
I love your career progression. So you won't remember this, but I actually got to ask you a question at a junket years back when you were in Beersham, when you did the junket over in the UK. Coming from pure Bollywood, and then there's been, the kind of Hollywood Indian angle with Lion, Beecham House, now full on Hollywood. Did you plan this? Are you literally taking over the world in every kind of filmic industry?
That is the plan. No. I just consider myself very fortunate that I have had these opportunities. But I mean, there's definitely an element of what have I not done? Let me see how I can do that.
Nollywood. You haven't gone to Africa and done Nollywood yet. I
know. I'm doing I'm listening to the music all the time and really getting into Nicky Jam right now. But I actually love African music, so who knows? No, I remember saying to my agents at one point, I was like, what do you think of France? And they were like, can you please relax?
Do you think you're qualified to take on this position?
I shine under pressure, like a diamond. Or Rihanna.
And I think that's the thing. I'm so multi-ethnic in many ways. I grew up in Australia, I'm Indian, but I've lived all over the world. And as actors, we're chameleons, and I don't think that there should be restrictions on what we can play because of the way we look and where we grew up. And I think within the ambit of being an Indian-looking Australian woman, I've tried to push those boundaries as much as I can.
If anybody sees you or knows you're here, it could ruin everything.
I think more than anything, it comes back down to identity representation and where I can contribute towards that storytelling. You know, working with Gurinder was a huge milestone for me because she pioneered that space in the UK. And doing some of the Australian work that I've done in the last few years has been a huge milestone for me because, quite frankly, when I was a kid, I never thought that would be possible. And now Tom and Jerry, which has such cultural relevance all over the world, and yet I get to play someone who is so close to my heart, which is an Indian woman of the diaspora.
I think your background growing up, I think having one foot in one culture and one foot in another, actually, like, now is your time. Like, fully the world is just, you can go anywhere and, like you said, kind of chameleonize in it. And I'm seeing more in Hollywood. Do you think they're looking to appeal to the Indian market, so people that would know you from things like Bishram and the TV shows and stuff like that? Do you think it's quite a canny business decision bringing you into it?
To be fair, I'm not sure that anyone knew of my work when they cast me.
They did. I knew.
No, but I mean, like I'm sure that Tim was like not aware of the background that I had. Maybe he was, but I think it was just the conversation that we had. And that often happens to me though, because I think I present as like a new actor always, because I'm just like, every industry is new. I'm just like, hey, so I've like done all this work. I like walk around with a resume. No, I don't, but I feel like that, right? Because I'm going into new industries all the time. And I think that's what keeps the hunger alive for me, because everything feels like a first time. I never take it for granted. I definitely don't take my Bollywood career for granted. It was very, very special. And it gave me a platform that is unimaginable. I mean, hundreds of millions of people watch those films. And my fans are so loyal even till today. I get like messages every day like, when are you coming back?
If a picture of this mouse is tweeted out to Instabook Face or TikTok, we will be ruined.
I'm just so grateful because I've gotten to explore what I want to as an actor and what's important to me as a human, but also to reach an audience that's so diverse and to play roles that are so different from one another. And
getting to act with superstars Tom and Jerry, who are now, I think, in their 80s, right? I know we have to wrap this up, but I just want to know, what were they like? Was there a lot of like starry demands on their behalf?
I swear, Jerry stole so much camembert from craft services. I was just like, mate, like, I know you're the star. I know I'm just like the Indian actress, but give me some cheese, please.
Pallavi, brilliant to talk to you. I'm looking forward to seeing your debut in Nollywood, actually, in the next couple of years.
Thanks.
And I want to represent you in India, because I saw on your website you've got representation in Australia, UK and America, but nobody in India. So I'm in Mumbai, so let's chat about this some other time.
Where in Mumbai are you?
Bandra. I'm not going to say exactly, obviously. I don't want to get
give love to my Bandra. I just left my house in Bandra 2 months ago, so give it a big kiss for me.
It gives you a big kiss back. Brilliant. Pallavi, nice to talk to you.
You too. Bye.